Oh, I tell you. Well, you guys ready to look at photos?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let me get all this stuff off. Again, please smash that like button, guys. That really does help us out tremendously here on the show. And we'll get to some photos here.
Hey. Good. Hey.
All right, can you guys see the photos okay?
Yep.
Yes.
So we'll start with this guy. This is the shredder we were talking about earlier. This is 1/3 scale from PCS. This does go with their other 4 Ninja Turtles. So this is what they say the platinum exclusives. Does this mean that this is something you could still get at Sideshow, right? You could still get it at other distributors.
Yes.
So do we know what the Ultra will be?
I think the weapon he has on his left arm, he also will have it on his right.
Okay. So here is, I think,
that's
it. Yeah, right here. So this is the. I mean, it still says platinum, so I don't know. I guess I'm still confused. So maybe when it actually goes up for pre-order, we'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
But clearly, there's a couple of different swap outs. There's a couple of different portrait swap outs. I think the details on them are really fun.
Who did the Kucharik brothers do this as well? As because they did the Turtles.
I think so.
So I wonder, because when I first posted a picture of this in my Facebook group, the first person to like it was Maria.
Oh wow.
Well, it could be her. I thought I saw somebody post congratulations to them, the Kucharik brothers.
It might just be a coincidence.
It could be. I'll try to do some research on that, but I think this looks awesome.
Yeah,
it does.
It's impressive.
This is kind of the whole statue, from top to bottom. Cape obviously is going to take up some room. Again, this is 3rd scale, so it's going to be a pretty big piece with the different swap outs and things. But
yeah, I love this. Makes me want to collect it.
Yeah, me too. It's fun. Well, you started collecting Star Wars, Eric. You can't go there. So this is the regular portrait right here with kind of the milky white eyes. But again, it looks really, really good to me. Again, there's that other swap out arm.
So Chris and Eric, from a timing standpoint, were the Turtles kind of right down the middle for you guys in terms of your childhood and growing up with them?
I was getting a little bit older. I was probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Same for me. I think you're a little bit older than me, 2 years, 3 years, something.
Yeah, I'm 46.
All right, I'm 42, going on 43.
Yeah. So I'll be 47 this summer. But one thing about this is I remember that I love the cartoons. I never read the comic.
Yeah.
But I loved the cartoon as a kid, and I remember specifically going to Burger King when I was a kid because they had these little 20-minute VHS tapes that you can get at Burger King. I remember I had all 4 or 5 of them. And we didn't really even like Burger King back then, but we had to go and get the VHS tapes. So I collected the toys. I had a number of the toys. And then even when my kids were little, when they came out with the new line, the new comic or the new cartoon on Nickelodeon, collected all of those, which was a lot of fun. But I mean, it didn't last long for me. It probably lasted a year and a half.
Yeah, when I think of my childhood, the 2 things that come to mind are Ninja Turtles and Batman, as far as movies go, and then maybe Back to the Future and stuff like that. I can remember going to the theater. There's 2 movies I remember going to the theater and seeing the lines wrapped around the entire theater, and that was Batman and Ninja Turtles. And those were the 2 movies that I, as a kid, and still to this day, where I went and watched it multiple times in a theater. I've never done that with any other movies.
Another story to go along with that. So whenever I was in middle school, I was always a good student, never got in trouble. But one day I got called down to the principal's office, and I was freaking out. I'm like, what is going on? And I got awarded, it was called a 0.5 club. So you raised your GPA 0.5. And they took all of the people that went 0.5, and we walked across the field from where our middle school was to the movie theater, and they all took us to Turtles, the first one, and loved it. Absolutely loved the film. I thought it was awesome. So I definitely have a connection to Turtles. It didn't go beyond that much. I didn't, other than some of the toys, I didn't really collect anything other than that. And I haven't since. But it is tempting because the characters are fun. They're real colorful. They're very memorable. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's awesome.
So the first picture you showed with the katana in his right hand.
This one right here.
That's the Ultra.
Oh, okay. The katana.
But still says platinum.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I still think I like the other ones better though.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the katanas on his chest, so it's not like you're missing out too much.
Yeah.
And that battle damage portrait, that's the exclusive.
Okay, so everybody gets that and the swap outs. If you get the exclusive.
If you get the exclusive.
And again, the hold on, I'm gonna switch to a different
It's becoming like Prime 1. It's getting confusing which comes with what.
Yeah. So again, check out PCS's website tomorrow if you want the Ultra. Otherwise, you can order from PCS or Sideshow or your other distributors. But yeah, here's the Ultra. This was a tease. Did you guys see this? This is the Killer Croc Samurai.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Mr. Freeze? They teased Mr. Freeze and
nothing. They haven't even shipped Scarecrow yet.
Oh wow.
And we saw him way before Red Hood.
I think they just released the unboxing video for him. Yeah,
they did. So I was like, well, maybe I'll get it because I bought direct from XM.
So like he was in a million pieces. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I think that's the problem because I had a lot of breakage on the prototype that I had to repair. So I do worry about that piece. Dan, you're not getting that one, right?
No, not.
No. But what do you think of this? Are you interested at all at this, or do you think it's a little bit too outside of the box?
I honestly have to reserve judgment. I can't tell from this.
Yeah.
It's a little King Kong-y looking.
That's what, if somebody would have asked me what this was and I didn't know from you guys telling me, I'd be like, it kind of looks like Kong.
That's what I was, like coming through the jungle.
Yeah. Other than he's got a weapon of some kind in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is the first unrealistic, non-person character they've done. Whereas
What
everybody else,
Freeze? Didn't they announce Freeze?
That's what Eric just said. Like, where's Freeze? We haven't seen any tease on him yet. But maybe they're still trying to figure out what he'll look like. This was from Tweeterhead. This is going to be a PowerCon exclusive. Are you going to PowerCon, Jeff?
No, it's not. I don't think it's anywhere close to me.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought maybe was it like Nevada? Maybe I can't remember. But anyway, they're offering this PowerCon exclusive, different paint scheme on him. So if you're going to PowerCon, this is pretty cool. With the blue version, and this is what the red one was, the one they released prior.
Did they just announce they had a few left on the website too? I don't know if they still have it or not.
They might have.
I feel like I posted that.
But I like the blue color. It's cool. So again, you can get that at PowerCon. And it goes with, it's a character that goes with Hordak. What do you guys think of this one? This one that came out of the blue. This is Superman and Lois Lane. Obviously, it's drawn some comparisons to the the Iron Studios piece. Mm-hmm. This is kind of that 1/5 scale-y type, not an official scale, but what do you guys think of this one? I think it's really cute.
I like it. It does have like a little bit of like a character look to it. Like when I first saw this, I thought it was like a J. Scott Campbell piece, the way like the faces were.
I think I prefer the Iron Studios, but I mean, it's a nice looking piece.
I really liked the Art Deco, the train coming through.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like her heel getting kicked off.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody has liked her face. Well, I think I've got a photo of that, but it's 22 inches high. So this is kind of that same scale as the Batman versus Catwoman, or not versus, but where they're hugging. The embrace, if you will. And that out of the box, I think they looked really good in the out of the box video. So here's her face. Not everybody's like the face. I don't really find it bad.
It's not
I
bad.
kind of like it.
It actually looks good from this angle.
Yeah, they better get
Yeah.
those eyeballs right though.
You know what? She's not looking at him adoringly. She is. To me, that's confidence. That's they're kind of on an equal plane.
Mm-hmm. I could see that.
And the teeth. I can see those teeth and eyeballs going wrong in production if they're not careful.
We'll
Yeah,
find out.
That's a lot of teeth. Yeah.
That's a lot of teeth. Say my computer won't go any further than that. That's all we're gonna get.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really fun piece. I think it's cute. There's a better. Yeah.
The one thing that struck me in San Diego about the Batman Catwoman piece is when you see it in person, it really kind of hit me. This really isn't quarter scale.
Yeah, for sure.
It really did look smaller, and that bothered me a little bit.
Well, it didn't help that it was right next to the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
which is massive.
So did you hear about what happened with that today?
No.
So that piece has been waitlisted for weeks, if not months.
Yes.
And it is now back up for pre-order at a higher price.
Wow.
Really?
So they bumped it up to 700.
That happened once before with something else.
How do you do that with an edition size?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I
Is
mean,
that fair?
I personally think it's fair. Things go up in price all the time.
That happened with another
the
piece too.
opportunity to buy it at the lower price.
But what's to say? Okay, let's say the ES is 500. Okay, and let's say so far they've shipped 300. What's to say that they don't just fake cap it off and say it's waitlisted just to raise the price?
Yeah.
Couldn't they do that?
They could. It would certainly encourage people to order early, wouldn't it?
Which one is this?
Would.
This is the Dark Knight Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably trying to make up for all the returns they got on those the Lightning Bolt.
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, that could be kind of game changing, couldn't it?
They did this years ago with the original Trinity, where some later batches of a couple of them were a little bit higher priced.
Yeah.
I mean, the market had changed, and they just, I understood it.
Sure. I mean, it does make sense from a business standpoint.
I wonder if they like I'm not even joking. I wonder if they had to go back in and do something different with the LEDs and the lightning bolt, since so many were having that issue.
It's
Could
very
be.
possible. It's very possible. It'll be interesting to see if the batches later on have the same issue. Do you know how much they raised it?
I can't remember the original price. It was 6 something, but I can't remember what it was.
Wow, that's really interesting. I had not heard that. That makes me think.
Well, it just happened today.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, anyway, I think this is an awesome piece. I mean, it's definitely just classic. It is maybe a little caricature-y, cartoony in a little ways, but I love it. I think the pose is really cool, and it just, to me, captures that classic spirit of Superman.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Superman in the chat post, it went from 675 to 700. So
Okay,
so 25.
This is a piece I'm looking forward to seeing in San Diego.
Yeah, this will definitely be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see it. So anyway, it looks great. Gives you kind of an idea of the size. Definitely not quarter scale.
I also like that her outfit is kind of timeless.
Yeah.
1940s Lois could wear that same outfit.
And that, to me, this looks like 1940s. Like, I see this piece, and yes, it could be modern, but that's why I said it feels classic to me.
Yeah.
Like those early years of Superman, which is why I love it the most. I love it. I think it's great. I mean, if I was collecting Superman, I would want this piece.
Yeah.
I like it. Look at this one. This one came out of the blue. This one is a Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it was if it was one of you guys or somebody in the Facebook group. They're like, why can we not have this as a Batman pose?
That was me.
Okay, it's like, yeah, why can't we not have this as a Batman pose?
Oh my God, how cool of a Batman would that be?
It would be incredible.
Yep.
And I would love a Batman Noir.
Yeah, exactly.
I want a gray ghost.
Yep. Oh yeah.
How cool would this be if they just literally swapped out the portrait to gray ghost? It'd be awesome. They could do that.
I mean, it's a cool looking statue just to begin with. I like this a lot.
Yeah. And I don't know, has Spider-Man ever had a noir, or is this just a Sideshow thing?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, this is something from the comics. This is an alternate universe Spider-Man. He was in the animated Miles Morales movie, and he'll probably be in the next one this summer.
That's right.
This is a legitimate character and kind of a cool one, to be honest.
He's awesome.
Yeah. I'm tempted to buy it. It's a little frustrating for me because it's a big piece. This thing is 2 feet wide.
I mean, you could see just by him holding the base, like it's definitely at an angle.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a space eater.
It's so cool, though. I really like it.
I do too. I love everything about it. I mean, again, I just don't know the character, but it's like, I just like, darn it, I wish this was a Batman.
It's kind of a Depression era Spider-Man.
Yep.
It's perfect. It's that kind of that steampunk look, which is awesome. I love that era. But I think it's an awesome statue. I think this will be a real underrated piece. But look at that. Look how cool it is.
This is another one that I want to see in San Diego because it might just be too cool to pass up.
This is another one, like not everybody likes this, which I love that Sideshow's doing it, where they're actually painting the shadows or painting the glow on the statue.
I like it.
And, you know, they've done it with so many of the Batman pieces lately, but I love it. I love that they did that. And it's not a new thing. They did it like on the Mythos Vader and some other pieces early on. But I love what they're doing lately. It just makes it come alive for me. I love it. And that's the exclusive portrait right there.
And I have no need for that because the regular is so cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say the regular is way cooler in my opinion than this.
Yeah.
Although you do get like an extra Spider-Man hand thing.
Yeah, but the grapple gun, it looks so awesome. I wouldn't want to.
Me either.
The grapple gun has to be used.
They should have switched it and just had that be the exclusive. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why you would need the exclusive on this, but still cool. Yeah, the Spider Idol is what they call it. Sorry.
Yeah, I hope they do well for it. I
do too.
Piece, you know?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is the new Dark Side. We saw this teased probably a year or two ago, but it was not painted. And so now we finally have it painted. What was this, like 3,000 something though?
So here's the thing with that.
Yeah, 3,500.
I've got a problem with that picture, that last picture.
This last picture? Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
They always have, I don't know if it's the same guy or not, standing like right up against, but behind the statue. Yep. And this one, they put the statue about 8 to 10 feet in front of him.
Yep.
To make him look bigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yep. I think it's deceptive, to be honest with you.
I do too. I think that people are going to be disappointed when they see that this is not quite as big as people are going to think.
Yeah.
And I agree with, I noticed that right off the bat too. When you look at specs on this guy, he's still going to have a good presence to him. I think he's still going to be big, but he's not going to be as big as people think. And especially at a $3,500 price point.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy, but the ES on it's only 99. But regardless, I think he looks really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, looks just like the movie to me. And then you also have the back of the statue has him sitting on his throne, which is pretty cool. I think that's neat, but I also feel like I just wish it was cheaper and not have that. Because you're not going to see the back.
Right. And
especially a bus. Buses are heavy. You're not going to rotate that thing.
Yeah. That's
true.
So
I would rather just them quit doing the backs and just giving it to us cheaper.
They just imagine we all have these amazing man caves with pedestals right in the middle of the room where we can display something like this.
Yeah, that is only a guy named Art statue collector and maybe a Batman statue collector. But other than that, but it is cool. I mean, the concept's really cool. I like that. But it's like, yeah,
just from the side.
Yeah, it's cool. Good battle damage on him. Again, I feel like the paint looks really good. Queen Studios does great bust.
Yep.
Love that paint. That metallic.
Yeah. I like the way they did the skin too. A lot of times they do these dark sides and they just make the skin look too simple. Like they actually shaded it nice.
Yeah.
Someone on one of the other streams said it looks like he's on the toilet.
Yeah.
Well,
the thinking man.
That is the toilet.
reading the newspaper.
That's right.
Looks like he's blowing up the toilet.
And it's like, damn you, just leave me.
Oh, that was funny.
No. You're never going to be able to look at that a different way now. I mean, that's the thing.
We just ruined it for
We have
everyone.
ruined it for so many people here on Rogues Gallery Live.
Sorry, John.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
If you're watching, sorry.
Here's a photo of the two side by side.
This is such crap. Oh my god. It is. That's such a load of shit. Come on.
Yeah.
That looks right. I mean, he should be taller though. You just got to raise him up.
That Thanos is gigantic, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen video of that guy. That bust is like nowhere near the size of Thanos. And here they'd have you believe he's like 90% the size.
I don't feel like they'll pair up great.
That is just such crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I would
anyway.
want them as if I had these two, I would want them as equals. Like
Yeah, you want them massive.
height and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you want, and maybe they'll do another version. They did do 2 Thanoses, so maybe they would do a second Dark Side. I don't know. Speaking of Queen Studios, this is their new Cavill. This looks incredible.
Yeah, that looks good.
I am blown away by the likeness. I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
this
awesome.
is really, really good. These are some really good photos of him. I mean, that looks like him to me. I don't see any
I
problem
agree.
whatsoever. You know, sometimes we always say like, oh, it looks not so good from this light angle. And even the Infinity Studios one, I felt like it looked good from some angles. This looks like Henry Cavill. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
Yep. I agree.
Ditto.
But it's cool to see him in some other photos. This is part of the base. This one, of course, doesn't have the arms, though. So depending on what kind of collector you are. This is another one of PCS's new ones. This is Lady Death. And I know a lot of you say, well, they just came out with a 3rd scale. Well, this is actually going to be a 1/4 scale one with kind of this big throne. Here's kind of what she looks like. I don't know. What do you guys think of this one? I feel like kind of, to me, it looks a little cheap looking.
Yeah, it looked better with the previous photos with all the the photoshopping going on.
Yeah, when you get to all the photoshopping, like that looks great.
Yeah.
But like when you actually look at the statue, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's all white. I don't know. It just feels.
It's too bright and colorful for a Lady Death statue.
Yeah.
Is it simple though in parts of it? Like I don't know. I feel like it looks kind of like vinyl.
The base definitely is.
Yeah, I mean, I think the stone should have been a darker gray. I think that the color of the dragons should have been different than the colors of the wings on the Angel of Death. I think, I don't know. Yeah, I think the whole thing should be darker.
It's like something get at Spirit Halloween.
So maybe that's what it is. Is it because to me again it looks kind of PVC like this, kind of maybe a little bit like Diamond Select.
Okay.
And I agree with you. I think that's what the problem is. I think it's just the paint scheme
Yeah.
because it's just so light,
Mm-hmm.
and it shouldn't be.
Kind of like when XM brought out their Mr. Sinister, and everyone went, too much
Oh,
color,
yeah.
too much color.
Yeah,
And so they completely redid the color scheme.
yeah. I think if they made everything dark around her, that would make it look a lot better.
I do too.
I think you hit the nail right on the head, Jeff. Because to me, it looks just too light and plasticky.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people are, collectors of her. I don't know
Mhm.
much about her. She's in the same kind of Vampirilla type realm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the portrait. I like it better than their last portrait.
I think the portrait's nice. I feel like it's a little simple.
Yeah, no, it is. I agree.
Yeah, it's just something. But I think that if they tweak it a little bit, I think it could be really good. Like again, like I hear, like wow, that looks great.
Yeah.
When you
So
have it all.
The Angel of Death is the exclusive, and the light up feature with the torches is the ultra exclusive.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
So if you just buy her on the throne, it's less than 700. It's actually fairly affordable.
That's not bad. And then so the skeleton guy is, like you said, the exclusive. It's got that kind of that floating crown.
Okay.
Yeah. So that adds like $400 to the proceedings.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's like another whole 1/4 scale figure, really.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. So anyway, that's up for PCS. We can have a look at the different. I agree with Jeff. I think it just needs to be a little darker. Got some pieces new from Iron Studios. I know this one got a lot of reaction from collectors. These are all 10 scale, but I think this Venom looks really great.
It better for the price.
Yeah. How much was this one?
It's like, if I remember right, it was like $455.
Wow.
1/10 scale.
Wow.
And I think across the board, all of the Iron Studios pieces that were revealed last week, they've stepped up their pricing in a bad way. And I think they're charging too much. I think they're going to get hurt on sales.
I mean, the details are great on those 10th scales, but yeah, they're expensive. Because I get, like I said, when I was doing my like kind of done with it now, but I was trying to build up my Star Wars collection, and I was looking at some of the smaller stuff. I can't believe how much the prices went up on these smaller scale pieces that used to be cheap back in the day.
Yeah.
So this has got 2 different bases. Is this was there 2 different price points?
Yeah, there's 2 different versions.
Okay. So
I
there's
think
that one with the Venom, the Venom, whatever you call those things, coming out. And then this one without them.
It's like 300 if I remember correctly.
Wow. Well, that's scary. I mean, that's the thing is like Iron Studios has done a great job of keeping that price point, the $100, $120, $130 price range-ish, sometimes more. But I agree with you. I mean, they got to be real careful.
Yeah.
Or they'll lose people.
Yeah.
So anyway, they had Venom. They also have a Spider-Man. I thought the Spider-Man was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Really tall. And again, it continues that same base.
Yeah. Yeah. These are cool.
They would pair up really nicely together.
I forget what convention I was at, but I had a chance to see a lot of their, stuff that they've been putting out, and it was really impressive in person.
I was really blown away by their whole booth. I mean, because like sometimes I feel like it looks a little plasticky in times, but like seeing some of this in person, like or even like this Voldemort here, I'm blown away by him. I absolutely love him. I think he's phenomenal. And so I mean, they do really, really great work.
Yeah. I love the Mandalorian I have from them.
Yeah, that's great.
Lee I have from them.
Have y'all seen the Beauty and the Beast? That
Yeah,
they showed this week. That was really cool, but it's like 700.
It's 800 for the one with the full background.
And that's 10 scale?
Yeah.
800 for 10 scale?
Wow.
It has a cool base and a backdrop, and it has Mrs. Potts, Chip, the clock, the candlestick. It's like all your main characters in one thing, and it looked really good, but I was like, that's a lot.
It is.
That's what you get when you buy a Disney license.
Yeah.
It ain't cheap, folks. Hey, Dan.
Yo.
I just saw your message, and yes, I did see her. The Catwoman.
It's a good price.
I'm trying to remember if that was one. I reached out to somebody today, and I think that they didn't have the styrofoam.
Maybe that's why.
I think that was that the one that was like local pickup?
I don't recall.
I think maybe. Yeah, I'm looking to get her back, but I've got another offer for her as well, so I might pick that one up.
Good.
This is a Wonder Woman from Iron Studios as well. Again, 1/10 scale. I think she looks pretty fun.
I like it. I think the head looks a little small.
Yeah. I don't know if that's because the hair is too big or I don't know.
A little Beetlejuice-ish.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, I agree, Jeff. I think you might be right.
They also have a 10 scale Back to the Future with the DeLorean.
$2,200.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Are they high? 2,200.
2,200.
Well, it's like that shark Jaws boat.
I tell you though, that Jaws was one of the coolest things I saw in that booth. It was so cool, but oh my God, these are expensive. Yeah, it's crazy. You can also buy the DeLorean. That's going to be a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
The DeLorean
and the DeLorean.
That's right. The DeLorean is also available just by itself.
Yeah, I'll just stick to the cheaper DeLoreans on Amazon for $200.
Yeah, I'll buy the Lego one.
Well, some people are saying the Hot Toys one is a better alternative at a larger scale.
Yeah. So anyway, some Back to the Future stuff as well. Great Scott. This is some in-hand photos of the Superman versus Doomsday third scale from Prime 1. It's always awesome to see these shots. I think that looks cool.
Yeah.
I love this where you can just have him by itself. Like, look how cool he is just even by himself. Obviously, you have that big keyhole right there, but pretty neat to see them together.
I can't get up.
That's right. This is one of the Fabok pieces.
Yeah, that's just awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat. What a diorama. And this is something I've said for years, that I wish that more companies would do these third scales, like just do half of them. For some of the big characters like Killer Croc or Solomon Grundy or something, just do like these half bases where you can still incorporate the character but not have to offer the entire figure. This is a tease from PCS. This is a new Ghostbusters line they're doing. So I can see this line being kind of popular.
Yeah.
There's a pretty big fan base
Mhm.
for Ghostbuster stuff. This was really cool. This was from Sideshow. This is the Dirty Harry. Really, really cool. I think this is awesome.
Good price though.
Yeah, it's good price. It kind of reminds me of kind of like old school Sideshow. What do you guys think of this one?
I like it. I'm gonna like Blondie more.
Yeah, the Western one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looked way better to me.
but this is cool. And like you said, I think it's $625. Is that right?
I'm not sure. What do you remember? What it was, Eric?
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I
feel like
think
the
they're
like?
gonna
Do you feel like the? I feel like the likeness is just a slight caricaturish to me.
Yeah, I get that. But I think they're gonna sell a ton of these.
Oh yeah, because I mean, how often has there been Clint Eastwood merch?
Yeah.
Kind of got that simple round base again, kind of that classic Sideshow, that round little base.
hmm
But it's cool, yeah. And then again, they have the Western one coming up as well. New Catwoman print from Olivia. I think that'll be a pretty popular print. I believe it's on sale right now.
It's an odd size though.
Expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. What is it like? Just because is it square?
It looks square to me.
That's what it looks like.
Mhm.
You know what I like about it? If you hang that on your wall, it's gonna look like you have a window and she's looking
window.
at you.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's a good
Yeah.
point. That's cool.
I would advise buying this one framed for anybody.
Yeah, because it's going to be hard to.
Yeah, be a little tricky.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. I think it's a good advice, Stan. Or I'm assuming they're offering it in canvas also, framed canvas. They're also doing another print by this one's by Richard Lamong, who designs so many of our statues that we have. New Bane versus Batman art print. $250 on paper and only $50 for canvas. That's cool. I love that they have the penny and the T-Rex in the background.
Me too. Yeah.
That's my favorite part of it.
No canvas on that art print on the Catwoman.
Oh, really? No canvas.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if they'll do like that dust thing.
Oh,
Like
no.
$5,000.
$3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't understand that at all.
Diamond remnant.
Yeah,
dust.
yeah.
Here.
Bend over. Here's your diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
This is that blade you were talking about.
Yeah, this is gonna do well.
Yeah, looks great.
It doesn't take up the space that the action pose takes up. It's still a really good likeness, even though it's a game license, but it sure looks like the actor to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were talking about PCS trying to come up with their licenses. I forgot to mention too. They have all those Marvel game pieces,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like the Spider-Mans and different things. So they have some really good Marvel stuff too. The Wolverine's phenomenal by them. So there was
I'm
a lot
looking
that
forward to seeing all of this. I think I was tempted by the first one, but I might end up ordering this one just because it takes up a lot less space, and I expect it'll be much cheaper.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
They also are doing the RoboCop. I think this one really looks good.
Yeah.
Look at that. I feel like the likeness is spot on. So are you conflicted at all? Because I know, didn't you buy the Dark Side?
Me?
Yeah.
I have the Oniri Creations on pre-order,
Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah.
and I'm a little bit nervous about the silicone face. You know, just how to care for that because I don't put anything behind glass.
Is that on the Henri one is silicone?
Yeah, just his mouth. I don't know why they did it. Just the exposed part of his face on the portrait is silicone. They didn't need to do that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I have no idea what this was.
That is the LBS Wolverine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that looks so delicate. I can't believe they sculpted all of that.
Yeah, that's nuts that's not like plastic.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's got the cool dinosaur bones in it. But man, this is going to be neat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout. Hopefully, we'll see more from them.
Yeah, he was showing off like I think that's a 3D print of it, and it's like to get that amount, that amount of detail out of the print is insane.
Scary. Yeah, it's scary good.
Mm.
This is the new Prime 1 Harley Quinn. This is the 3rd scale from the newest Suicide Squad. I think she looks really great from a distance.
Yeah.
Like Cleveland.
Yeah, like Cleveland. I don't see Margot Robbie here. I didn't really see it in the prototype, but I feel like it's a little bit less here. And these are pretty good photos. What do you guys think?
Doesn't look like her, but she's still very pretty, and I like the statue. So
Yeah, I like the statue. I think it's pretty, but again, if you're expecting Margot Robbie, I feel like it's not.
Fogart marking.
That's got a mannequin look to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like it looks like her.
Yeah.
Or more
Okay.
like her than Margot.
that last photo's not so great.
The
Yeah.
pictures of the dress looked very like
That's not bad.
cheap. Like, those where you see people order formal things on, they get it in, and it's like
Yeah.
some blonde elves ran it up in a cave somewhere and shipped it out to you.
And this was a line that they had planned and they kind of abandoned it.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to do the King Shark and the Elvis character, and they canceled both of those. So the only ones that you're getting out of this is her, and the Peacemaker. And so, they definitely cut the line short. But I do think she looks good for the most part. I'm not sure what's going on with the back of the.
Oh,
hair back.
that looks bad.
Yeah, I don't know if
terrible.
if
Wow.
it broke off or if it's missing.
Maybe it broke off.
But I did notice that. I'm like, it's got to be something missing there.
It looks like party girl at the con cosplay
Yeah.
that was up late and had to get ready, hungover.
Also, you could see that the arm keys in, and it's got that seam line there. So you have to make sure you cover it with the fabric.
Yeah.
There's just things about it that are decent, and some that I feel like are not great. But if you love it, that's awesome. Again, I feel like it does look pretty good from a distance, and maybe it would look better in person too. I don't know. Look at this! What a great cover!
That's awesome. Tomorrow.
Alex Ross, baby, brand new. Are they going to offer this in a canvas?
Alex Ross based on Neil Adams.
Right. I mean, that's what I love about it. Sorry, I
think
forgot to
it's
mention
the
that.
cover for an upcoming book. So I don't know if will be an art print or just it's a comic book cover.
So
See
the
this
book,
on-
the book came out today. So this is for Batman 135, which is also Batman 900
Mhm.
in sequence.
Okay.
And so Alex Ross's variant, this one is, I believe, only available from his website, and it starts tomorrow.
That's
I
awesome.
don't recall what time, but yeah, tomorrow.
This, I would consider this in a canvas.
It usually does like noon.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like noon, right, Eric?
Yeah, usually it does like around noon for his
Noon
one.
East.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Batman Armory from Hot Toys. A lot of people have had this kind of controversial. It's kind of like a statue instead of a figure
Yeah.
because there's no posability.
Yeah. He looks good.
But I think it looks good.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, I don't mind that it's not posable. I think it's cool.
But you can turn the head into a Batman figure with the suit. If
Right.
I'm not mistaken.
I think that's true. And there also has the rolling eyeballs, as we can see here.
Yeah.
You also have the opportunity to buy the armory, which I
Yep.
think they've done before. This is a re-release.
Yep. Well,
Pretty
The
cool.
armory was a little different because
Different.
I've got that one.
yeah,
Is this
me-
better?
I don't know.
Looks big.
I don't know that it has as much stuff in it. Like, gadgets and stuff. Because the one I've got has got a crap load of stuff that had to be loaded into it.
Looks
all
and it
little.
all looks little.
Yeah. All
Little
kinds
parts.
of little batarangs and whatnot. And
You can see that they've updated the suit. They've tried to make it more authentic to the movies. So, obviously some collectors that had the old ones are going to be mad, but I know a lot of people were excited about this one. I just think it's cool for the Bruce Wayne. I think that's neat.
I think the clear case of it looks nicer.
Yeah, it looks great. This is the Catwoman that I got in from Prime One. I just wanted to share the photos because I think she's going to be a really underrated piece. I love her.
Yeah, same here.
Those eyes.
And I used to do it when I first started collecting, where I used to display the headstands, and I stopped doing that. But with her, I still have my headstands like in front of the statue, just because I like looking at them. They're all the portraits are really good.
Yeah, they're all, especially this one. I love this one. It's really good. And then let's see. I think these are Eric's photos of the Joker.
Yep.
Wanted to share those with everybody.
it's a great piece.
It is such a good piece. How do you have him posed right now, Eric?
Yeah, I was looking at that because what's funny is so if you look at the artwork that Jimenez includes with the statue, it's him holding the clown mask. So
Yes.
I don't know if he was like intending like that's the look I want, but I'm going with the cane and the one where he's like holding up his frown and the legs open.
Okay, so I have the legs crossed and the cane and holding up the mask.
Okay. Yeah, I do like the mask. I watched your video with the mask and I was like, wow, that does look really good with the mask in the video.
So good. So similar to that, I really like this look right here too.
I'll definitely switch it up from time to time with that portrait.
Yeah,
The Batman.
Yeah.
cowl.
I think it's definitely one that you can do that with. But anyway, really cool piece. Congratulations to everybody that's getting it. I think again, this will be one of those underrated pieces that people will kind of kick themselves.
And it looks cool without what's her name.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of tempted just to do them side by side, not necessarily behind each other.
Yeah, the same thing. Going back to your review, you made a good point. I think they look better if you had the punchline. I think they look better like next to each other than having punchline behind her.
Yeah, because you miss so much of the base with her
Yeah.
being behind, and it's just so deep. You have to have a really deep shelf. This is again Jeff's Captain America looking great in that corner. In case you guys hadn't seen his photos he posted.
That's good.
But man, this looks so good there, Jeff.
Awesome.
Pretty big.
But looks really great. Again, great detail.
I think somebody said at the last show too, Jeff, you look like you lost weight. You slimmed down?
Maybe a little. Trying. I think I do better if I don't think too hard about it. The more I worry about it, it makes me stressy.
Yeah.
I mentioned on one of the shows that I've been doing intermittent fasting. I've been eating every other day, and I'm down about 25 pounds since spring break.
Wow.
Mm.
I threw in Batman here because we mentioned him earlier, and was the ES 100? Is that what it was?
Yep, and it's still on low stock, but it seems like there's a lot of stuff still on low stock. Like I think Talon is still on low stock alert. A few things. Catwoman. I've out of all the pre-orders I've ever done, like this took me the longest to hit the button just deciding if I wanted it. I think I took like a few months deciding if I wanted it, and then I finally convinced myself, okay, I'm going to order it. And then I saw that shipping price, and I was like, I just spent months deciding if I wanted it, and now I got to see this giant shipping price.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was so hesitant to hit that button. Like, I just felt like crying.
Well, again, hopefully it'll lower.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, like I said, even the economy is expensive, the shipping.
We got Kylo Ren. This is a new statue that's shipping from Sideshow. Spoiler alert, but I think this will be my my review for tomorrow. Had a great guest review send in for May the 4th, because it is May the 4th tomorrow.
Nice. I just got this in, but the first premium format that Sideshow did. I'm actually happy I went with that one. I think I like that one better than this one.
It's a cool one too. I actually forgot they did that one, but it's a good piece also.
I think that the details are better on this, because you get like all the sculpted textures and everything. But on the older one, the fabric, like the robe he wears is really nice quality and has a really cool texture on that. The realistic fabric as well.
Eric Babcock is the one that sent me his footage, and one thing that he didn't like was this portrait. He didn't feel like it was very good in person.
Well, that's the only thing with this one. You do get the unmasked portrait on the very first one they did. There is no unmasked portrait.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like the water on this one. And
Yeah, I do too.
The Ray.
Yeah.
The two of them together looked like a really good pairing.
I've been rewatching all the movies. I just started the first one of this trilogy.
The art direction I feel like was really good. This is a new one from Weta. What was the scale? Was this 5th scale?
6th.
6th scale. Okay. So it's 3 separate statues.
Mm-hmm.
You got Wonder Woman. Obviously, this is the Gal Gadot, but I think these look really fun. Got Superman, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that looks pretty good. I love the pose on him. It's something real kind of different.
Yeah.
Kind of him hulking forward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if these are renders. They kind of look like maybe renders, but I'm not sure. But that looks really good. And Superman's face. What do you think of the likeness on this one, Dan? Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's. You're muted.
You might be muted, Dan.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
I was saying that I can tell who it is, but it's something also very off about it. I don't know if it's his hairstyle or
kind of.
I think it's like the nose or something.
I don't know. There's something off about it, but I can tell who it is if you ask me who it was.
Same with Gal.
Yeah.
Gal
tell who it is.
Reminds me of the that ABC show where they were storybook people, the Evil Queen.
Oh yeah,
Regina.
Yes,
Regina.
I could see that a little bit.
It's Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
I think Batman's definitely the best one of the lot. You got new pieces from Hot Toys. This is a Scout Trooper Commander.
It's cool.
Looks good. I think they're doing a lot of Return of the Jedi type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With the re-release of that to some theaters.
The Roosevelts have a whole crap load of
did you see the
shirts?
Did you see the Jabba the Hutt one today?
Jabba the Hutt.
It's got Jabba the Hutt and some of the bounty hunters. It's pretty cool. This is the Tweeterhead Superman. Somebody, I think it was maybe Stuart Murray, that painted it. I thought it was kind of cool.
It's got like that comic book look.
Yeah. Thought it was kind of neat that he had that painted like that. Had some more of the Infinity Studios bus on display. This is I still don't feel like that looks very good.
Looks like she just woke up from a bed party.
Yeah. It's like zombie or something. I don't know.
She got a bad perm.
Yeah, that's
got a bad perm, and
I've had a really bad night.
Came out a lot nicer than I was originally going to say.
I still feel like it could use some work. I don't think it will.
I think it's
after
just the
a
eye
lot
in
of
there.
that Drago mad horse sex loving night all night long,
Oh my God.
rocking the tent down. That's all the hair she had left.
Oh. This one I do think looks really good.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's always neat to see him on display. I think this one looks really good in person, or like in real life. I
Mhm.
think it looks better here than it did even in their promos.
Is this the one with the creepy baby?
Yes,
Mm.
it does have the creepy baby.
Creepy baby time.
Yeah. I feel like that looks a little odd,
Yeah,
He looks 60
Like a-
years old.
like a bobblehead or something, kind of.
looks like a pop-up from the Evil Dead movie.
Yeah, I was thinking like a horror movie.
Like his
Yeah.
forehead's too big or something. I'm not sure what. Something's
Mhm.
not right.
Like
Looks
he's
good. Looks good from
gonna
like this
scream at
angle.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
I'm here.
This one just came out today. This is a Groot. I'm assuming this is a spoiler from the new
Yeah.
movie. For sure. It's a lot of guns.
6-gun Groot.
Yeah. But it's a cool figure. Obviously, again, probably a spoiler here.
Reminds me of the Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've also teased all of the other Guardians. Different portraits with this one. I think it's pretty cute. And again, they've teased all the other Guardians in Hot Toys. So we'll see if they actually deliver and give us all of these. A lot of times when they do this, you usually get like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I want to see the dog,
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Cosmo, in the suit.
Is that Prince?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this actually just came out today too. They teased a 1/3 scale Prince from PCS.
Wow.
So that one might be kind of cool too.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.